This is TWiT.
We're in the thickest summer, and often that means hitting the road on our way to the many adventures that await us. In fact, that's where I'm at right now. Well, actually, I recorded this before my road trip, but at this very moment when you're watching it, I'm camping in the wilderness with my family. And just because we're camping doesn't mean we left technology back at home. We put technology to work for us this road trip with a few key gadgets that I'm going to show off right now. First, what do you do when your car stereo doesn't work anymore, like the one in my old Subaru? You either pay to get it replaced or you get lazy, like I do. Matt Kinney heard me lamenting about my car stereo woes on All About Android recently and pointed me towards the Anker Rove Smart Charge car kit for $29.99. I've been really impressed with the quality of the FM transmission on this. There's a feature in the companion app that actually boosts the signal, and it makes a very noticeable difference in the quality of the sound. Even better is the onboard Bluetooth 4.2 receiver for wireless audio transmission. There are a few hardware controls on its face for doing things like answering the phone, skipping tracks, that kind of stuff while you're driving, plus a digital readout so you know which station to tune to your radio. And the companion app makes station selection very straightforward. There are two USB charging ports on top that support Anker's Power IQ 2.0 technology. It basically detects and outputs the proper voltage for a given connected device, all the way up to 2.4 amps of charge, which is enough for many modern smartphones, though my Pixel 2 XL would totally love to have this with a USB power delivery. There's an onboard microphone for taking calls and an auxiliary out port for lining this directly into your car stereo if it isn't broken like mine is. After listening to podcasts through my phone's car speaker in the car for nearly 2 years, this new setup is a dream. Now, when I'm camping, I often wish we had some way to power up a device that requires DC power. Sure, I have battery banks that can jump my car and provide my mobile devices with juice, but portable DC power is a different story. Well, Megan Maroney loaned me this, the Sabre power bank for my trip. It's a large and in charge battery stick that basically puts my power needs to bed. First, it's huge, almost a foot long and 2.2 pounds heavy. In other words, if a bear attacks, I might actually have a chance. But beyond its battle performance, all that girth makes it super rugged and ready for the elements. It offers 24,000 milliamp hours of capacity, 2 USB charging ports with varying degrees of output up to 2.5 amps, a speedy USB-C charging port, and for maximum utility on the other end, and the thing I really love, an AC outlet, which means you can basically plug anything in there and get power for it. On top of that, the DC input charger takes only 2 hours to restore the Sabre to its full charging potential. The sucker is loaded, but it's a little pricey at $299. Finally, this one's a few years old, but it's a staple on our camping trips. It's the Bose SoundLink Mini Bluetooth Speaker 2. I'm a sucker for Bose products, and this little guy is no different. It's a small form factor Bluetooth speaker pair encased in a nice, rugged aluminum body that withstands dust and dirt nicely. It weighs around 1.5 pounds, which I appreciate because portable Bluetooth speakers often feel kind of cheap and hollow. This feels tight and substantial by comparison. For its small size, music fills the campsite incredibly well. It's perfect for my girls' post-dinner dance shows in front of the campfire. It does have a 3.5 millimeter jack for analog audio input, but the Bluetooth works great for wirelessly connecting up to 2 devices at once with a total of 8 devices that can actually be stored in memory. Now, the buttons on top control power, volume, Bluetooth toggling, of course, and then there's an included multifunction button in the center that does things like pausing audio, taking a call if you get reception, and a whole lot more. And it charges via mini USB and not some proprietary plug. The Bose SoundLink Mini 2 costs $179.95 right now. That's actually down from $200. Anyways, happy travels this summer, and maybe I'll see you on the road. If not, you can see me on All About Android, Tech News Weekly, Triangulation, and many more shows here on TWiT.tv.